The Solid State Logic Vocalstrip 2 is exactly what it sounds like. It's kind of like a channel strip for vocals, and you can use this for musical vocals or for dialogue style voice tracks in your podcast or videos. You can see it has a really nice, clean user interface. You have your different sections down here. You have your Compander, and you can turn that on and off. You have your DeEsser in this section here, DePloser, so it gets rid of plosives, and your 3-band equalizer right over here. Very straightforward. You can see that each section has its own set of meters for it. And if we were to turn on any of these, we'll turn them all on. You can see down here they all light up, and you can change the order that these go in. So you can have the DeEsser first, as it shows here, then the DePloser, equalizer, Compander, or we can click and change it so the Compander goes first, then DeEsser. Whatever order we want them in, we can change that down here. So that's pretty nice. Up at the top, we have our input level. So if we're not hitting this loud enough going into it, you can turn that up. And then up here, we have our outputs, so we can do our gain matching, whether we need to increase the gain or lower it, depending on what we're doing to the vocal track. Very easily laid out, and you also have a bypass built right in, so you can bypass it and A/B test it if you want. And speaking of A/B test, it has built-in A/B test. So if you like it set up one way, but you're not too sure, you might want to try it another way, you can easily set your A and then set your B levels and go back and forth very easily. There's also onboard undo redo. Now let's hear what we've got going on in our track here. So right now I have it bypassed, and this is my very extremely raw vocal. She's still walking, she's not talking, she's my baby. That is my raw vocal. Now let's add in our vocal strip. And what I'm going to do is just go down to our presets here. And this is a rock song, so I'm going to go to rock male vocal, and we'll use that as a starting point. So click on that, and let's just hear what it sounds like now. She's still walking, she's not talking. You can hear it's lowered, so we're going to have to do some gain matching. She's still walking, she's not talking, she's my baby. Now she's back from the other side. She's not talking, she's my baby. No emotion inside. She's my baby. All right, that's roughly the same gain right there. So that is good. Now let's just hear this in the mix, and we'll go on and off in the mix. She's still walking, she's not talking, she's my baby. Now she's back from the other side. She's not talking, she's my baby. It really does bring it forward in the mix a little more, but I think we can do some adjustments in here to get it a little bit better. And I'm just going to switch the spot that we're at in the song so we don't get too sick of that one part. All right, so I want to play with this equalizer a little bit. I just want to increase the highs here. So it's set to almost 8,000 hertz. And I'm just going to increase that a little bit. She went away at the start of the outbreak. I thought she's just hiding away. Then she returned out of her mind, walking like the undead. All movement and no signs of life. It looks like her, but can it be? She's still walking, she's not talking, she's my baby. Now she's back from the other side. All right, so that's not too bad with the equalizer there. Of course, I'd probably spend a lot more time on this, but I'm just going to quickly go through what we've got going on here. I also want to play around with this Compander a little bit. So you can see right here, we have the red that goes down, and then we have the green here. So the green is for the expander, which would be controlled by that one. And then the red is for the threshold for the compressor or Compander here. And I'm just going to play around with that a bit. She went away at the start of the outbreak. I thought she's just hiding away. Then she returned out of her mind, walking like the undead. All movement and no signs of life. Looks like her, but can it be? She's still walking, she's not talking, she's my baby. Now she's back from the other side.
She's not talking, she's my baby, no emotion inside. She's my baby, but...
All right, so that's not too bad right there. I don't mind this setup that we've got going on right here. It was extremely quick to set this up. Of course, I could play around with the DeEsser and DePloser. There's no real plosives on this track. I recorded it with the SM7B, which is great at getting rid of those plosives. There might be a little bit of de-essing needed in there. So let's just solo this again. And you can hear that we can listen to what the DeEsser is taking away. So let's go to our chorus again. So it's just taking a very little bit off of there, and that's all I want the DeEsser to do. It's not taking a whole lot of definition out of the vocal, so that's great.
She's still walking,
It's giving us a nice clean vocal just like this. Let's see if this is actually doing anything. I'm hearing a very little tiny bit that it's taking out of there. It's not really needed, but I'll leave it on anyway. I don't think it would be the only effects on here. I would still add some more compressors, probably an 1176 and an LA2A style compressor. I would still add to this, and maybe add some more equalization with another plugin, probably an SSL channel strip, so I had more bands to access. But to quickly do some finishing touches on your vocals, this is a great plugin to really polish your vocals off. And I actually got the Solid State Logic Vocalstrip 2 with my SSL UF8 DAW controller, which is amazing. And you can check it out by clicking the video on the screen. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. For Audio Tech TV, I'm Zane. Keep creating. Fist bump. Thumbs up.